There was a community meeting on Wednesday, August the 10th at the Wayne K. Curry Administration Building, 1301 McCormick Drive in Largo, Maryland. The concerned citizens of Prince George's County, District 4 and surrounding areas planned a meeting. Their hopes were to bring attention to stop the county council members in their plans to turn Freeway Airport at Frank's Tree Nursery into hundreds of townhomes. The Bowie and Vicinity Master Plan has been altered to greenlight these projects. The concerned citizens of PGC D4 and surrounding areas are trying to bring focus on smart development, not secret development.
And that is whenever you make changes that are in opposition to what the professionals of the planning board are proposing, at least explain your rationale.
I cannot agree with you more. And that's now I'll tell you this, that's one of the things I learned while running for re-election. I heard a lot of that from citizens. You're not the expert. If you want to change it, explain it. So I'm with you on that. That's one of the lessons I learned while I was out there running for re-election.
So this is what's happening. We have a sectional map amendment that is being rushed through.
Brother Bridges, I said that I would meet with you all and we could discuss all that. If you want the president, they could be in there, but I have to get up.
I know you have to, but I'm just, this last point. Yeah. You know that this sectional map amendment is the final say in which the final zones get applied. And if you do not allow us ample time for public hearings and rush this thing, the same thing is happening. You guys are going to push stuff through in the desire to develop an opposition to the planning.
I hear you clearly. And what I'm saying to you, I hear you. That's why we want to meet. And I will ensure that your voice and the other voices are heard. You have my word. I can't speak to no other councilman.
In the recent Bowie, Mitchell, and Vicinity Master Plan, also known as BMVMP, Prince George's County Council has once again decided to support the will of the developers over that of the public. The planning board professionals and council's own stated development goals expressed in Plan 2035, a decision that was done under the cover of night and in the blink of an eye. On March the 1st, 2022, the council submitted revisions of the December 16, 2021 adopted master plan. The revisions are substantive. However, the council chose not to hold a second public hearing. The two most egregious revisions were related to the properties where hundreds of townhomes and commercial development is being proposed in zones that normally do not permit such use. In such case, Freeway Airport specific wording was ripped out.
This is Miller Einsel. I live on Church Road near the Freeway Airport. How is the county council going to accommodate transit-oriented development when the metro is miles away from Freeway and Franks?
Regardless of what's been said, I door knocked, phone banked. People like this Cameron Grove community supported me. Sonia, we did, she could tell you.
I know,
we
I
did.
A phone call to support
right,
you,
right.
And I voted for you.
Right, and I appreciate that. We actually had a grassroots campaign, so we owe no one.
I understand.
And so we can make decisions on behalf of people. I'm not afraid to come here and be open and show my support to you today. And the reason why is because I owe you. And that's the reason that I got into office is because of you.
I think
so I'm
appreciate that.
Thank you for showing up.
Right.
Yeah.
But
We do
we're
appreciate
We're
that.
just at a point we're at a crossroads. We are tired.
Right.
Where we pay our tax money, it's the same thing. Every time you come home, you're working every day, you're paying your taxes on time, and then they do this to us. We're tired. So
there's a common theme here. The county council in the past, up to this point, consistently does things that they are authorized to do, that legally they have the right to do, but are completely contrary to the public interest, to public transparency. So just because you can do something doesn't mean that you should. They don't have to have a second public hearing. But why would you change 2 years of a sectional map amendment and then not have a public hearing when those changes are dramatically in opposition to that 2 years of planning?
It's just always
right.
weasels.
And I saw when I went through the sectional map amendment, I actually saw a lot of you all testify, and just saw the notes from your testimony in the report. Right. So I didn't know that you all were very involved, and we don't want people to feel disenfranchised from the process. If you just took the time to testify, then if there should be changes, then you should have the same opportunity. And one thing I would say about the new council coming in, we are about full transparency. But what we ask for you all is to give us a chance, please. Do not let the sins of the past come down on us. We don't deserve that. So I would ask you all to be patient and know that whatever is done, I would hope that my friend Calvin Hawkins will not make any changes to anything before I get there. I ask you that. But on the other hand, I would say this. If changes are made that do not give the transparent process needed, then whoever's on the council after December 5th will address it.
You need 8 people to do that.
And we would do that.
Also, I came back. Where did she go? Oh, I came back to tell you. I look if you all are available, and if that's not a good time, just let me know. But I at my calendar next Tuesday at 10 a.m. Next Tuesday at 10 a.m. But text me if.
The 16th.
16th, I guess. Just let me know. If it's another date better for you all. Oh, okay. I just went in there. Yeah, if that works. Here, right here. We'll have a room in there.
Thank you, Mr. Hawkins.
Yep, how you doing?
I
How you
appreciate
doing?
How is the county council going to accommodate transit-oriented development when the metro is miles away from Freeway and Franks?
Indeed, the zoning amendment, ZTA, the council passed in late 2019 was deemed illegal by the Maryland Court of Special Appeals on June 29th, 2022. In the case of Frank's nursery development, similar text amendment, the planning board specifically stated that the proposed uses were inconsistent with the overall approach towards growth management.
The council has passed illegal legislation. Why should we trust you this time? The council, proceeds, and this is what probably everybody complains about. The council proceeds on their own without accounting for what needs to be done to make these developments happen and happen in a way that's fully integrated into a community where it's acceptable and a benefit to the community. I mean, everybody probably has that same question,
But anyway, I just wanted to introduce myself and make that clear. For the sexual map amendment, those changes in the website update, unfortunately, we are still on the campaign mode and we don't have those things to put on our website right now. But I'll look into putting something together that I can update everyone.
Yeah, he said something that that jumped out at me. He said you need 8 people to do what?
To do the overturn, yeah.
Overturn. So it's almost like the horse has almost left the barn. In other words, the sectional map amendment is the last sort of point in which those zones get applied to every single property. And if this council does not, the current council, does not put those zones back to the way the planning board said they should be after 2 years of research and 2 years of public input, then you would need 8 people to overturn that when you come in. But it shouldn't have to go that far, right? They should go back and say, look, here are the recommendations from the professionals. Here is the testimony from the public. Make sure that that is consistent And if it's not, fix it. That's what they should do. It's very simple. The problem is the developers have particular interests and they're very powerful. And as a result,
Only as powerful as we make them. I mean, I would say this, while we want quality development in our community, there has to be a proper process to ensure that residents have a voice. And it can, we don't, I mean, like I said, we're not, and I would keep clarifying, we're not anti-development. We're we're pro-smart development, or, you know, smart development, because even development, because we're open for development, but we need stores. We need quality places to go, and we can't have a house
to
in
Anne
every
Arundel
corner.
County.
But that's exactly what the planning board did, right?
Right.
When they,
Like these numerous schools that they're looking to build a whole bunch of new schools, while the schools that are in existence are falling apart, and they're doing nothing to give restoration to those schools.
So we do need infrastructure. This means all of the buildings that we're doing, we need to make sure we have schools available for all of the new buildings. Even we look at the Upper Marlboro communities, a lot of those schools are full because they've been so much building in Upper Marlboro. While the people enjoying their homes, they have nowhere to eat or go, and they have and the schools that they have are up to sometimes 40 students.
Chairperson Hawkins, will you commit to preventing development where the planning board has testified against it?